Welcome to the Structural Analysis 2 video lecture. In this video lecture, I am going to deal with the analysis of frame using portal method. So, when you look after the figure here, this is a frame with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H and I, J, K, L as ends. And the story's height is 3.5 meter. This is bottom story and this is top story. The height is 3.5 meter. So here the horizontal load is 120 kilonewton and the horizontal load here is 150 kilonewton. There is a mistake. This is 150 kilometer. Yes. Next, after that, so we have to find the moments and analyze by using portal method. So for that, first we have to do is we have to calculate the shear force calculation in the column. So first step is to find the shear force calculation in column. First we have to come from the top story. So from top story, if you look up the top story here, we have a 120 kilonewton load, and to resist this load, all the other loads must be in this direction, like this. This is this one, and this one. So from the assumption, it is very clear that the end columns are having a load P, and the intermediate columns, this is B and C, these columns are having twice the load of the other ends. Okay, if the end columns are having P and P here, then the intermediate columns will have 2P and 2P as loads. Okay, according to the assumption. And we have to know that sigma fx is equal to 0. So when sigma fx is equal to 0, we know that 120 is equal to P plus 2P plus 2P plus 2P, and P is equal to 20 kilonewton. So we get P, and in the same manner, when you consider the bottom story, and the same sigma fx is equal to 0, when you consider the bottom story, you have to take the top story's load also into account. So sigma fx is equal to 0. So what we get? We get R plus 2R plus 2R plus R. You have to consider this end column's force as R and this end column's force as R, and these two columns forces as 2 times the end column, that is 2R and 2O. And when sigma fx is equal to 0, we get R is equal to 50 kilonewton, and make sure that this 120 plus 180 is taken into account. Here this is 180 and these two forces are taken into account, and we will be getting the reaction R. So the first step was to find the reaction P from the top story, and the second step is to find the reaction from the bottom story. And what you have to do is you have to consider only the load on the top story for calculation, and for bottom story you have to consider both top story's horizontal load and also bottom story's horizontal load. Second step is to find the moment at the end of the column. So here we are dealing only with columns in the first step, and in the second step also moment at the end of the column. So moment at the end of the column is nothing but the moments same like in the top story. Again, when you look up the top story, you have AE, BF, CG and DH. Come again, AE, BF, CG and DH as columns in the top story, right? So for that you have to find the moments, and when you look after it, the moments will be same. MAE is equal to MEA. Okay, MAE, the columns moment MAE will be equal to MEA. This is as usual. And the other end, MDH is equal to MHD. So AE and DH are the extreme end columns. When you look after the figure, AE and DH are the extreme end columns, and these two columns moment will be equal because the length 3.5 is equal, and also the moment of inertia or whatever, AE and DH is having the same dimensions, right? So we have, from the assumption, the moment calculation is calculated by column shear into height of column by 2. So what is column shear? That is value P, that is 20 kilonewton. 20 into 3.5 will be the height of the column divided by 2. This is height of the column, and 20 is the first force that we have for P value. So we get 35 kilonewton into meter. In the same manner, for middle columns, that means intermediate columns, MBF will be equal to MFP, and MCG is equal to MGC. So for that also the same formula is applied, column shear into height of column by 2. So column shear will be 2 times the load, 2P, that we know already, and height of column by 2. So 2P is 2 into 20 into height of the column is 3.5 by 2, and we get the shear, that means the moment, as 70 kilonewton into meter. So this is completed, and in the same manner we have to solve for the bottom story also. So when we are coming to bottom story, this is regarding the columns, we are only dealing with the reactions, not to include the load from the top story, like how you have calculated the shear. Okay, now if you look after MEI and MIE, MHL and MLH all are equal, because EI and HL, coming to again, so when you look after EI and HL, these two columns are at the extreme ends, and the moment generated from E to I and I to E and H to L and L to H are equal. In the same manner, the moments from FJ, JF and M, GK and KG are equal. And for finding the column shear, we have to take R into consideration. R into consideration. So getting back to our problem. So moment at the bottom stories column, when you look after it, we get MEI and MIE as discussed just now, the same column shear into height of column by 2, 50 into 3.5 by 2. We get 87.5 kilonewton into meter. Similarly, for the intermediate columns, we have 2R into H by 2. So for this also, we are following the same, and we get the values as 87.5 kilonewton meter and 175 kilometer meter for the moment at the end of the columns. In the third step, we have to find movement at the end of beam. So where are the beams? Beams are in the connecting columns for 1, 2 and 3. How many bays are there? AB, BC and CD. We have 3 bays here. So AB, BC, CD are the beams. In the same manner, EF, FG and GH are also the beams. So third step is to find moment at the end of beam. So in the top story, when you look after, MAB is equal to MBA and MBC is equal to MCB and MCD is equal to MDC. And if you find P into H by 2 will be the regular formula for that also. So substituting the same, we get MAB and everything. In the same manner, MEF, MFE, these also you have to take. And because you are going with the horizontal forces and this thing, so you have to consider P plus R into H by 2 while going for bottom story. While going for bottom story calculation, please consider P plus R into H by 2. Then you will be getting the correct answer. Right? Next and the last thing is shear force in beam. So what is shear force in beam? Shear force is nothing but when you see the relation here, the sum of these two moments will be a moment. Moment is equal to force into distance. So this is shear force V and this is L. So when shear force into the length gives the moment, so in the same manner, to find the moment in a beam AB, when you keep the average of MAB and MBA divided by the total length, not the average, the moments sum of the moments of the same beam from either ends divided by its length, not the average, this is the length, gives the shear force, that is 10 kilonewton, and VBA will be 10 downwards. First thing, when it is from A to B, the shear is considered upwards, and when it is from B to A, the shear is considered downwards. So in the same manner, we have to calculate shear for every beam, like VAB, we can calculate for VCB, VCD as taking the sum of the moments of the corresponding divided by total length. So whenever you are seeing this video, please have your drawn portal frame along with you, so that you can easily access while listening to this video. And in the same manner, the bottom story also you have to take the moments sum divided by total length, and these are the two moments divided by total length, and the same manner this is also taken into account, and we get 35, 70 and 49 kilonewtons as the shear force in beam, right? So after that we can simply write the corresponding forces here like this as shown in the figure. Okay, writing the same forces here 10, 20, 14, 35, 70, 49, and writing 20, 40, 40 and 20 as horizontal shear. Right? So a quick recap in just 30 seconds. So we have to analyze the frame using portal method, and when you look after the frame, we have from A to L, and 7 meters is the span of AB, and BC span is 3.5 meters, and CD span is 5 meters. The stories height, both stories height is 3.5 meters and 3.5 meters. So analyzing is nothing but calculating the every moment and shear in general. So this is by using portal method. First thing, we have to calculate shear force in columns, and we have to calculate for the top story and bottom story, and we have moment at the end of the column. For this we have column shear into height of column by 2 as the formula. In the same manner we have to calculate for bottom story also. And third step is to find the moment at the end of the beam. So for the end of the beam we have a formula, that is column shear into height by 2, it is the same. Okay, and while calculating the bottom story you have to consider both shears. And fourth step is to find the shear force in beams. So how we are finding shear force means shear force is equal to sum of the forces from either ends divided by the length, and it's not the average. So this is, and at the end you can draw the portal frame and have the shear forces and moments as shown as in the video. This is clear regarding the portal method. Thank you everyone for listening to this video.